Hi, my name is Emily and I will be bringing you along a little get ready with me session. Step number one, I always make sure that I have a beverage with me. Right now I am drinking some greens, or I'll be drinking some water, some cafecito. Always need to have a beverage. Just makes the process so much better. So I already cleansed and I just wanted to share what it is I use because I always use this. I use the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser because I did struggle with eczema in the past. I don't get it too much on my face anymore. Now I get it a little bit like on my arms, but ever since I used this, I just don't stop using it because it was the best for the eczema situation. So I highly recommend. And they have a bunch of awesome different types of cleansers depending on your skin type. So that's the one that I like to use. After that, I go in with, well, I always use different products. I always like to try different things out, but I'm gonna just show you guys the stuff that I'm using currently because I really, really like them. These are actually minis from Sephora that I got for my birthday. These are little minis that I got from Sephora for my birthday, because you know how you get the little samples and stuff. So these are definitely some products that I'm going to be purchasing the large bottles of because they're so good. So first I go in with the Watermelon Glow, and it is the Pore Tight Toner. So I honestly just use my hands, dab a little bit. You could do it however you like, but this is what works for me. I usually like toners that have like a spray, so I'm wondering what the large bottle is like. I guess with the consistency, it would be just the same, like a little dabber, whatever it's called. But yeah, I just like to use like this because I know that I'm like distributing it properly. So just some toner, and then next, this is so nice. Oh, by the way, the smell of these is so nice. Like the watermelon scent, I love it. Especially right now for spring and summer. But this is the Watermelon Glow Dewdrops. So these are so nice. They honestly I just do like 2 little drops like that. They definitely make my face feel nice and glowy. And I don't do this all the time, but mostly when, like, say I'm gonna go out or something and I just want that extra glow, I think this really helps. And like I said, I love the scent of this. And I don't know if that should have been the last step or not, but I'm just showing you the way that I do things. I'm not a professional. This is just what works for me. So after that, I'm gonna go in with some moisturizer. And this is the moisturizer that I've been using lately. It is the Kinship Hydrating Gel Cream. And this one, I love it. It's like, it gives me the same like hydrating feeling as the Dewdrops, or a little bit more actually. And then I also always go like on my eyelid. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like people maybe don't really put much on their eyelids. I don't know. I always make sure that I get my eyelids, any excess, bring it down. I've been just like making sure to put whatever skincare is, or whatever skincare I'm doing, also bring it down to my neck, because sometimes you neglect it. And the older you get, the less you want to neglect it. So next I am using the Supergoop Play Sunscreen. This might be a lot of products, but again, you guys, it's just, it works for me. I don't know. It only makes sense to have the sunscreen be the last step. And that I learned from my skincare girlies on TikTok. And especially here in San Diego, the weather is getting warmer. It's always really nice, but it's been getting a lot nicer. And I'm getting excited for beach days. Now that's it for the skincare. Next is the actual makeup. So I always love to start my makeup off with this Master Prime from Maybelline. So it's just this color corrector. I love it. I like can't not wear it. Like I'm just obsessed with it. You know those things where now it's just part of your routine. Like I just wanted to try it out, and it's something that I need to always have on. It just helps with blur, like helps blur out the skin, I don't know, because of any unevenness or roughness. And then for the main reason why I like to use it is redness and obviously like color correcting. And it's honestly really like a really good base because I feel like it just smooths out my skin. So it makes it for a great canvas, so they say, because we're about to do some artwork on our faces. Next up, concealer. That's what I start off with. I've been using this concealer for the longest now. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. So concealer. So I like to start off with the concealer. And this one I just use for under my eyes. And I apologize, I'm not looking at the camera. I need to look at a mirror. So like I said, I just use this concealer for my eyes. And then of course I bring it down a little bit on my nose because that's where you get a lot of redness. And then again, the eyelid. I feel like putting it on my eyelid also just really helps create that nice base for my my eyeshadow later. And then I always like to just use whatever's left on the blender blending sponge, the beauty blender, like up on my forehead a little bit, just like blend it out as much as you can. So the foundation that I use is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. Love this foundation. My best friend actually is the one that recommended it to me. It's the one that she's used for years, and I just use one pump. This is, by the way, just an everyday look. We're not doing anything crazy today. We're just going to be filming some content and going to possibly run some errands. So it's just a quick little daily makeup. Since it is the HD foundation, it's really nice for my job, which is filming a lot of content, and I feel like my skin always looks really good on camera. And I have to say, the foundation definitely is the reason. So I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, mostly just on the under eyes, but kind of blend it out a little bit throughout my face, like one dab, remove some excess, and then I go on the under eye, and then I like just start to distribute it, you know? So it's not so much, it's like mostly for the under eye. I feel like I've attempted to bake my face with the translucent powder, but I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. Maybe for like the night outs, sometimes I'll like leave it on a little bit longer for that like baking effect, but I think just dabbing it has been fine, especially for just everyday makeup. So there are two different bronzers that I kind of like switch off from. The Hoola bronzer, and then this is the the NARS Laguna. Today I'm just gonna use the NARS Laguna. I've been using this one. Most. Remove the excess, and then I like to start, like I'll make the face, and then I'll start right here. It's gonna look a little crazy, but trust the process. And then I'll go right here. And then if I have like a lower shirt, then I'll like go down to like the collarbones a little bit, you know. But okay, so just blend it out. Okay, then after this, we're fixing the nose. Let me just, okay. And this is how I do the next step. I use the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. And this one, I use it for like any like blemishes or just like scarring or something like that. But I also really like it to fix this little nose situation that I have. And what I do is I just put some on the tip of this. And it doesn't have to be too much. So what I like about this concealer is that you do not have to use so much of it. So it lasts a really long time. Okay, and then it's like on the heavier side. So you also just don't want to use too much of it unless maybe you're gonna be out and about all night or something. Run this down the nose. So you see how it's gonna start making like that little shape. I just found that I like how this turns out. So I started from the middle and then I'll do the sides. And then I'll go down here too. And then of course, gotta run this up a bit. And the blush that I have been using lately is the Rare Beauty. And they're super pigmented, so I literally just do like 2 on my brush, my blush brush. And then I'll just like dab it on my arm a little bit, on my hand a little bit. Because you could always add more to it, you know. You can't really, it gets a little difficult trying to remove blush. Trust me, I've tried. But then I'll just put some up here. Like I'll start up here and then just a little bit down there. Like not so much just on the apples, you know, on my cheeks, just a little bit up here still. Next step is eyeshadow. Yes, eyeshadow. So I used to be such an eyeshadow girly. Lately, I don't know, I think ever since I started growing out my grays, I just decided to like do less when it comes to my makeup because they're just so like out there. Well, it's not that crazy yet, but I feel like it could be a little bit distracting, so I just don't want to do too much on my face. Especially for an everyday look. It's just gonna be super simple. So I'm just gonna use some of my bronzer, okay? And that's what I will be using just for a bit of the crease. Focus on the outer corner. And then just brush it a little bit. And then that's it. That's it. If I'm going out, maybe I'll do some more, but I don't know. Lately, it's just been quick makeup. It's been pretty busy with work, with running the online shop, doing content. Now I have my Happy Girl Club meetup group. Like, I feel like I've been having less and less time to dedicate to getting ready. So I love that I just found like a routine that works for me. I can get it done super quickly. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm just gonna do some shimmer to brighten my eyes. I actually really do like doing this step. So there's 2 options that I do. So after I do the bronzer on my crease, then I like to do a little bit of shimmer just like on the inner tear duct and then like spread it out a little bit. But I usually will either go with an Urban Decay. This one's in the color Sin, and it's just a really simple shimmer. So I either do that one or I literally will just use my highlighter, and this one is the Dior Forever in Golden Glow. I think I'm just gonna go with this one because I will be using the highlighter just so I can give you guys like the full effect, like if I'm trying to do a little bit more, you know? So I'll just use it. You can see the little indent because of using this brush. Just focus it right here. And then bring it down a little bit. And that's it. Nice, love it. It honestly just helps make your skin look all nice and glowy and shiny in the good way, And then after that is mascara. Oh my gosh, and my best life hack, you guys, has to be getting lash lifts. I've been doing lash lifts for over a year now, and it is the greatest thing that I have done. I used to just always curl my lashes and I would feel like so many of my lashes would just like fall off. So doing the lash lift has been great. One less step, one less thing, because my lashes would just like never stay with the curler, and I would try false lashes, and I got over that. I couldn't keep up with it, with the maintenance. But the lash lift is great. It lasts like 8 weeks or something, and I feel like I go past the 8 weeks. It's like 6 to 8 weeks, and I'll go past the 8 weeks until like I could tell that I really need to get it done again. But I love it. It's been such a nice experience, and I can just go straight into using my mascara. Oh, let me show you the mascara I'm using. I've used the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I've been using this one for I don't know how long. It has not failed me. Honestly, when I do get the chance to take my time and do my makeup, it's so nice. I love it. And I often, hopefully you guys are also getting ready, because I often am watching YouTube videos or a show whenever I'm getting ready. It's just a nice little me time when I could catch up with stuff. I might be the only one that takes forever on their lashes. I just like always want to make sure that they're evenly brushed out. Okay, next, while that settles, because I don't want to go into the eyeliner yet, I will be doing my eyebrows. I like to use a brush, a little spoolie, and then I'll literally use makeup remover, and I'll use that to clean off my eyebrows. So I don't know if I'm the only one that feels like they get so much makeup on their eyebrows, and I might not, but I'd rather just clean it off, you know? So to make sure that there's not so much oil on there, you know, I'll just like remove some of it, and then I will just brush them out a little bit, just making sure we're getting rid of any makeup. And then I'll just like run through it with some water, and then do it one more time. Oh, and if you run it through the water, make sure that you dry it with the towel. Don't let it like, don't put a bunch of water on there, because then you might mess up your makeup. It's simply just to like clean off the brush, because you probably got makeup on it from like cleaning it off and stuff. So I'll use the Anastasia Brow Freeze. Okay, so the Brow Freeze, like that. And then I also have the brush that comes with it. And I know there's like certain ways that people do it. I've tried all the ways, but I can't do the other step because I already did my makeup. Some people do their eyebrows first. I don't know how they do their eyebrows first, because again, I get makeup all over them. So I'm just gonna show you what I do. And I just do a little bit, and I don't do the crazy, not crazy, it's not crazy. I personally love the look, but instead of like brushing it down and then doing the whole, like all the steps that people say to do, I just get a little bit on the brush and I'll just brush it out and just keep doing it until it looks good, I guess. Whatever works for you. And my eyebrows are already pretty thick, so probably would be a little too crazy if I do the other steps. I literally just brush it up. I'll fully brush the lashes up, or the brows up, and then slowly they come down. So if it starts to look like a little much in the beginning, they always drop down a little bit. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the brush and now do the next brow. I really do love this product though. It honestly is like probably one of my favorites because it just helps give my brows a bit of a better shape. And finally, the last, or no, not the last step, second to last. Now we're going to be using the eyeliner. This is the Kat Von D one. There's no writing on it anymore because I use so much of it. But I use the Kat Von D, and I used to just do the full, liner, but now I've been liking just doing a little bit at the ends, and that's it. And it might be a little tricky. Hopefully I can show you guys properly. And this I have been using literally since college, I believe. It's the best. It's the best. It's just you get it right every time. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Okay, so okay, I think I did that fine. It's very difficult doing it this way. I'm usually like so close to the mirror. This arm supports this arm, and like I can't do that right now, but I think that wasn't too bad. And sometimes if I don't get it right, I'll literally use the tip of my nail and like swipe it so I could give like that effect. Let me check on this eye and I'll be right back. Okay, we are good on the eyeliner. Last and final step is the lips, my favorite. And the reason why this last step is my favorite is because you could always change things up, and your lip color can just basically set the mood, set the vibe for your simple makeup. So I'm just gonna show you the ones that, or the lipstick that I use almost every single day. It's just like the perfect like brown, I don't even know. It's the L'Oreal Color Rich in Matte Espresso. So I'm just gonna stick with a subtle look, and I don't line my lips or anything like that. I literally use this same lipstick to just try to get it right. And then with the little tip of it, I'll try to line the bottom. I'm getting a little piece of toilet paper, tissue paper, whatever, and I'll just do that. So then I would just leave it as this, or what I've been doing lately, and these lipsticks have been honestly a new favorite. I got these sent by YSL. All of these lipsticks, just so good. I have different shades, but this one is, okay, it looks like super pink, but it honestly doesn't really have a color to it. It's kind of just a nice glaze. So what I have been doing is adding this a little bit over this color. I just like dab it a little bit, and it just adds the glaze, the little shimmer. It's perfect. So that one I like to use to just add a little bit of glaze to other lipsticks, because the other ones have a tint to them already, so I just use those alone. But this one I really like pairing it with this. And that is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed the little get ready with me session. If you want to follow me, then you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Classy Casita, also on YouTube. And thank you to Jamo for having me. Don't forget to follow them for lots of fun other YouTube videos. Thank you guys.